Picture this, it's 3 days before my wedding. I'm on my bedroom floor at midnight, doing a last-minute hem on my dress because naturally I'm a master procrastinator. As I'm stitching, I feel this weird crinkle inside the lining. I figured it was just some old tissue paper. The dress was from a fancy consignment shop, and the owner swore it had good energy. Right. But the price was a steal and it fit perfectly, so I wasn't about to argue. I carefully grabbed my seam ripper, terrified I'd ruin it and have to get married in my bathrobe. Tucked inside a tiny hidden pocket in the bodice was a sealed envelope, yellowed with age. My hands started shaking. It felt like the start of a horror movie, but my curiosity took over. I opened it. The letter was dated 15 years ago, written in this beautiful, elegant cursive. It started, "To whoever wears this dress next." My stomach absolutely dropped. The writer, a woman named Sarah, was supposed to marry a man named Michael. She wrote about planning her perfect wedding, ignoring all the red flags because she was just too far in to back out. Sound familiar? The venue was booked, deposits paid, family was flying in. Then, 2 days before her wedding, Michael's ex showed up. Turns out he'd been seeing her throughout their entire engagement. When Sarah confronted him, he didn't even deny it. He just shrugged and said, "Cold feet happen, we can work through it after the wedding." After the wedding. Like cheating was just a minor scheduling issue. So, Sarah called it off. She lost all the money and faced the humiliation, but she kept the dress. She sold it with this letter inside, hoping it would help someone else spot their own red flags before it was too late. She ended with, "Trust your gut. If something feels off, it is. Don't marry someone because it's easier than calling it off." I just sat there, surrounded by the sea of white fabric, feeling like I was at a bridal crime scene. Because here's the thing, I'd been having doubts for months. Not about cheating, but small things that just kept piling up. The way my fiancé Jake called my career goals cute hobbies, how he'd make big plans for us without even asking me, then get defensive when I was upset. The fact he still hadn't told his parents I was Jewish after 3 years together. Every time I tried to talk about something that bothered me, he'd twist it around until I was the one apologizing. Classic gaslighting, and I was too scared to admit it. Everyone told me, "It's just cold feet." All brides feel this way. But Sarah's letter, it was like someone finally gave me permission to listen to myself. My gut had been screaming, and I'd just been ignoring it. That night, I called my best friend. She showed up with wine and tacos like the angel she is. When I showed her the letter, she just looked at me with these sad, knowing eyes and said, "I've been waiting for you to say something. We all have." Yeah, plot twist. My friends had been worried about Jake for over a year. I called off the wedding the next morning. It was messy and awful, but you know what? I survived. And 3 months later, when I saw Jake's engagement announcement to someone he'd just met, I knew I'd dodged a massive bullet. I kept the dress. A few years later, when I met someone who made me feel seen, not small, I had it altered. Same fabric, new beginnings. At my real wedding, the one that felt completely right, I sewed Sarah's letter back into the lining, and I added my own note. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it is. But when it feels right, you'll know. No doubts, no second guessing, just peace. Sarah's letter saved her from a disaster, and 15 years later, it saved me too. Thank you so much for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.